All right, so let's move on to the next one
Ew.
here.
Oh my God, more movie news.
Is it?
Well, sort of. Movies
Check
that have
this
already
out.
happened.
Trekmovie.com, everybody.
I love
Again,
Trek
wow,
movie shade.
they're hitting for the cycle today. All 10 TOS and TNG Star Trek movies exit Paramount Plus. Again, didn't we just do this like a
Yes,
week
in
ago? Or
March or something.
For
yeah.
HBO.
What's the
That's
heck
when,
is
Oh,
going
I'm like,
on?
oh, and then they came back in June.
right.
I can't even follow it anymore.
This time for MGM Plus and Prime Video.
Well, I would love it actually if they are just on Prime Video because I feel like
Mhm.
that does get more people watching.
Exactly.
And that's
Sure.
like always my main goal.
That's
Mhm.
exactly what I was thinking, which is I'm hoping that this just gets us more Star Trek fans, that they're just casting a
Yes.
wider net. They're throwing their net in a different pond.
Right.
Does it feel like it's the Stanley Cup? The Trek movies are the Stanley Cup, and they're just passing it around to all the different streaming services to be like, hey, come subscribe to our service. We've got those fantastic Trek movies that you always wanted to watch.
Like,
You know, I
I
held the
just
Stanley Cup
can't
once. That
even
was
understand
fun.
it.
It was in
What?
Manhattan Beach, California. I was working in a restaurant, an Italian restaurant, and suddenly it was at night. It was right next to the pier at Manhattan Beach, and just there's just a mob of people outside, and I'm like, what the heck? I don't think we have enough room for all of them. But luckily they didn't come in. And so I just kind of went outside to see what was going on. And you could see that there was a dude, short and stout, clearly a hockey player. It was the year the Tampa Bay Lightning won, right?
Mm.
And it's quite a while back, maybe like 18 years ago. And so I went outside and I saw the Stanley Cup and people were taking pictures with it. So the guy let me hold it and get a picture.
That's fun.
Nice.
Pretty fun.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like to understand even all of this, I feel like I need paper and a pencil. Like, and in
Got one of
a
those
very
conspiracy
quiet
theory
room.
boards connecting all the
Yes.
strings.
Because then I love how Trek movies like apparently they can't follow it either. They're like maybe season 4 is also going to be on Amazon Prime. We can't really tell and for how long. And I'm like,
Season 4 of what?
Lower Decks might also be on Amazon Prime, but it's
Oh,
also unclear and like it's only been reported as the other two, but apparently it popped up on Amazon Prime. And then sometimes I'm such an episodes girl, so I'm like, who cares about the movies this much? What is this? Are they such this like bargaining chip that's going back and forth in all these deals and
yeah.
swinging
What's
anything?
up? Why is it the movies that are going? I think maybe it's because, like,
I mean, I
if
get why it's the movies and not the series, but like,
why?
who cares that much? It's always been a little bit separate, and like I think some of the like library streaming things that they're in still have like some separations for their like legally, but
CBS versus Paramount.
yes, even though they're all under like the big umbrella.
Viacom.
But and so I think they get like put into sweetened deals when they're giving libraries of movies. But I just don't get like why it's like who cares that much? These like old movies that were never the most successful things anyway.
Bite your tongue. Who cares about the Star Trek
I
movies?
mean, I love
What about
them, but
Beyond?
I never is that the one I never saw.
I don't know. You never saw
Did you
Beyond,
ever saw
Berger?
Beyond?
I never saw
Oh.
two of the Kelvin universe.
Wow.
Beyond to me was the most yeah, I like that one probably the most out of the three.
What I heard the most about Beyond was that most Star Trek fans said that one felt the most like Star Trek.
Yes.
You know what's
Yes.
funny, and this makes me sound like a terrible Star Trek fan? It was my least favorite of those three. So maybe I just don't like movies that feel like Star Trek. I don't know. Because I was
They
just
didn't
like,
fit
that's too
your
much Beastie
elbow.
Like
Boys for
Star
me. I
Trek.
can't do any more Beastie Boys.
What?
Enough with the Beastie Boys and the motorcycles. I was like, that was somebody writing a script that was like, okay, I want Kirk on a motorcycle with the Beastie Boys blaring. I don't care how we do it. Just make it put that in the script because that's what it felt like. It felt
Mm,
so forced and weird and ridiculous to me. Where I was like, they just they didn't like write a script out and it just came naturally and organically that he would end up on a motorcycle. Like clearly that's what they pictured. And they're like, how do I write the script to go into that? I don't know. And
Oh my God. It's
So,
just like
so
all
Ryan,
these
you're saying that you
periodically
can't
like
stand
motor.
it. You know they planned it.
yes. A plus, the Matt. Wow. Oh my God. You see, Dr. Anne Marie Siegel.
I got it.
All right, if you're sure.
So-
Good golly, that was fantastic. Oh my gosh. All right, everybody in the live chat, uh, say got it if you got the Matt Boardman's joke. And
So
if you
done.
didn't get it, say sabotage.
Oh, Joel says Beyond needed more Ryan T. Husk elbow.
Yeah, maybe that's why I didn't like it. Like it needs something. I don't know what.
Got a fever, and the only prescription is
Oh
more
my God.
Ryan T. Husk elbow.
Well, I will say Idris Elbow did play a pretty good
Oh, I
villain
need
in
to see
that
that
movie.
because of him. Yes.
You know what I find interesting? I was thinking about this when I read that article about the possibility of Star Trek 4 and whatever. And it's funny to me that I all three of the movies start off and I'm like, this is very interesting. And then they quickly descend into this kind of nonsensical action movie of
Yeah, I just
people
like do not care for
jumping.
action at all.
What?
So I like the beginnings and I like the ends. Like that's when you have like little character moments that are special.
Mhm. No, I agree too, but I feel like the forced thing is a trend in television at the moment. Save a few, but it just feels. I'm not talking Star Trek. I'm just talking in general. That television feels a bit forced and a bit on the nose and shallow.
Hmm.
All
Yeah.
television?
No,
Oh.
just nowadays it
Oh.
seems more forced than it.
Oh yeah.
And I
Uh
sound like a curmudgeon.
yeah. Well, as long as they know to stay off your lawn, then they'll be safe.
Exactly. I'm all for yelling at clouds.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
So
But
Lucia
I do love
Raz
that.
out in the live chat says sabotage. I'm telling all y'all it's sabotage. Uh
As the French say.
yeah, and Faith Howell says, don't you have multiple accounts like the rest of us? You see, I'm too scared to log into a different account because I think that would log me out
That's true
of
too.
this live show and we would all die just so that I could vote on my dumb little poll. And Julie Manosfi says, yay, Manhattan Beach. I'm there right now. That's cool.
Ooh, fun.
Are you hanging out at a cute little beach cottage right on the beach or just somewhere in town or what? I mean, it's such a cute town.
Are you going to go to the Kettle for breakfast?
Oh.
Oh, where's that?
That's like there's the main road that goes down to the pier, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's as you're going down towards the pier, it's on the right-hand side, and it's this cool little place that has amazing food. And when you order breakfast, they give you muffins. And
Ooh.
Yes.
toast.
Yes, I did go there once.
Yeah.
I feel like they also have another one in Santa Monica, maybe, or something like a second one.
Oh, maybe.
I'm not sure.
Well,
Maybe
seems like
it's been
a
so
trip you
long.
guys need to go on with John Orchiola. The breakfast
Manhattan
king.
Beach is far. LA is
It is.
so
I
expansive.
would go with John Orchiola. He has the best breakfast pictures
He
ever.
does.
Yes.
He does. But you got to wake up early.
Okay. I'll just go to
sends
his
out
sushi
pictures.
happy hour.
Sends out like breakfast pictures at 6:45 in the morning. I'm like, what's your problem? Breakfast
I just
is
hit my
served until
snooze
like
button for the
11,
fifth
guy.
time at that point.
What's the rush? But yeah, Manhattan, look, in LA, you drive for an hour, you drive for 2 hours, and you're still in LA,
You've gone
So
half a mile.
yeah, but
Right.
Manhattan Beach is the bottom, southwest of LA. Anyway, so that was fun.
Want to do some quick hits first before
Robert
we
Kaiser's
get to
like,
article?
you should try driving from Dusseldorf to Frankfurt. I know that's Germany, not Austria, but I don't know towns in Austria, so sue me.
Augsburg,
Yeah, whatever.
Vienna.
Oh yeah, I guess I do.
Yeah, I
That
went
name a
to
third.
I
Austria.
love Austria. Innsbruck.
Oh, I don't know that one. Good knowledge. Very good.
I love Austria.
And Austria loves you. So, okay, so that's okay. Enter what? There's more. No, wait, there's more to this. Enterprise is on Pluto TV too.
See, they also are very confused. Yeah, it's one of those like dedicated channels,
Mm.
I guess.
Oh,
Voyager
it's
and
their
Deep
free.
Space Nine have their own dedicated channels, with the
Mhm.
original Star Trek channel streaming TOS and TNG. What? Wait, TOS and TNG have to share a channel, but Voyager and Deep Space Nine have their own, and Enterprise has its own.
Weird.
Do TNG and TOS like have a special thing we need to know about together?
Yes, they're dating.
This is all very confusing.
It's so confusing. I just have given up trying to understand it.
Thanks for watching that clip. You can find us on the main viewer live every Tuesday night at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern to talk about all of the week's Star Trek news.